On the road, headed back.
The reason we're doing him today is I can see he's getting a little bit long. I can see right here he's starting to flare out a little bit, and it's probably been about 7 weeks. In the winter, I go anywhere between 5 and 8 weeks, but we're very fortunate that my husband does the trimming, so we don't have to set an appointment. We just kind of watch the horses, and as we do ours here, I'll show you each one over the next couple of weeks and show you why we've decided to trim each particular horse. But he's definitely ready, and Austin has a history of founder. When your horse has a history of founder, it's important to keep up on their trimming very regularly. So, go ahead. Good boy.
That I've told, places that I'd wanna be, and how many days when I could have stayed instead of just getting up to leave. And given we make time, I'll meet you down the line. A long coat, walking on a New York street, a pack of crushed cigarettes that fell to her feet. Well, ain't it odd how some people meet?
Perfectly what Austin needs. I checked down the back of his leg before I trimmed, just to know which how his leg was looking, or his hoof. If it was nice and balanced, how much I had to take off. And I'm not as good as a nipper worker as, you know, the journeyman farrier, but
I like the way
yeah,
he takes his time.
Yeah, he's kind of walking.
And I'm being a very bad horse owner right now. You should not leave a horse not being held while your farrier is working, but there's no one to video today. And Austin is 20 and had this done so many times that he's pretty darn good at it.
Yeah.
And all the days from now to then, if they never seem to come or to go, will find me in your memories that keep you from getting so low. And given we make time, I'll meet you down the line. Down the line, we'll meet up down the line. Down the line. On the road, headed back to New Orleans, driving in the country past old-timey scenes. Big birds were singing in the tall willow trees, mighty fine. 3 words written on a paper bag.
See how much he just took off of that front hoof. Quite a bit. Good boy. What do you think, Austin?
It's 1,000 miles back, a better time. And how many
Mayor perpetually has her ears back. Believe it or not, she's actually pretty sweet when she wants to be. So Honey is my hard keeper. we're gonna call her. She's a sweet horse, and I've put so much time and energy into keeping her rideable and healthy. She has a major conformation flaw in her hooves. For one, they are way too small for her body, and two, she is very prone to founder, which is or laminitis and white line disease. We've almost lost her twice because of her hoof issues. The last time we...
Pack of crushed cigarettes that fell to her feet. Well, ain't it odd how some people meet? But that's the truth. And two pictures buried in a guitar case. Underneath the music sheets all over the place.
But because she has such major issues, we have to keep up on her on a regular basis. You can see this is worrying me a little bit right here. There's a little crack right here starting, and I do not like that with her. Probably every 5 weeks we need to at least touch her up. So we're gonna go ahead and trim her today. As I mentioned before, Honey has foundered twice, and that is an issue inside the hoof where the cannon bone actually shifts. Why it's caused, I know her situation was caused from her eating way too much sugary grass, and so one thing I've had to change is her diet. When the grass comes out, we actually have a pasture for her that is very limited grass. Believe it or not, grass is really high in sugar. Sugar is really bad for horses that have foundered. Her grain, she gets very little grain, and the grain we do have for her is low in sugar. The other situation we've had with her, if you come over here, let me show you. When I pick up her hoof, you can see, and Jay can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is called the white line. And you can see with hers, it's been spread because of the cannon bone inside shifting, which made this spread out, which last year bacteria got in there. And if bacteria gets up in there in between the hoof wall and the cannon bone, that's called white line disease. Am I correct on that? Okay. And so I'm going to show some pictures of what we had to do to cure that with her. So
on the road, headed back to New Orleans, driving in the country past old-timey scenes. Big birds were singing in the tall willow trees. Mighty fine.
she is a constant battle with her hooves. It's constant. I have to keep an eye on her hooves. In the summer, I put bleach on here. She gets pads under her shoes. She's a lot of work. We would call her a hard keeper. She's overweight, which is shame on me. When a horse is founder tendency, their weight should be cut down. I have nets on my hay. It's just winter and it's hard at this time to keep her down. She does not get any sweet feed, no molasses, no apples, nothing with sugar in it ever. So she's a lot of work, but she's worth it.
And given we make time, I'll meet you down the line.